Good morning, everybody. Jeff Wood here, owner-operator of JJB 2.0 Construction Services, located in the great state of Florida. Hope everything is going good and everyone is adhering to the social distancing and mitigation that we need to get over all of this COVID-19 mess. Yesterday, we went over the coats of the wall, the skim coat. We showed you yesterday how it looked, and then we went over the brown coat with the walls in the industrial building that's being turned into a gym. So we got those done yesterday. They've dried, and I'm going to go over a few things about them so we completely understand the steps that are being done with this one and steps that are done in one that is in your home or one that is in your business. There's a little difference in some of them because with the smooth coat walls, they're very labor intensive and they're time consuming. So sometimes corners can be cut to save money by the owner and the client who wishes to have it done. So we're going to go over this particular one. It's different inside of a house. It's also different pricing inside of a house. So the first thing I want to go over is yesterday, this is the exterior wall. As you can see, it's got a little bubbling here and down here around, because they really don't make tools that fit in little sections. So this will actually be sanded down. On a home, what would be done is this would be sanded down lightly, and then this wall would have a light shown on it, shined on it at different angles, and marks of high spots and low spots would be made, and then they would be flowed out. And then we would feather them in, which is a way of feathering the sections in. You flow it into the wall, the rest of the wall that's straight, and you do that. But in the case of this, the client is really not wanting that kind of work done because, again, it's labor consuming. It's time and labor and material all equal a higher price. So they give, this is what we want. We're going to give the client what they want. They have a budget, the budget we need to stay in. So again, here's another section of the wall. As you can see, it's a lot different than it was before. So we're going to go into the bathroom. Here's the bathroom. The bathroom, horrible sound, has got a lot of little bumps in it. So what we're going to do with the bathroom here is the bathroom is going to be like this section here would be sanded, okay? And then we would take a light, and the light, that was bothering me. The light would show the bad areas. Again, you're going to see little ripples in the wall, and basically what we do from here is we sweeten it up. We're going to sand it, and then we're going to come over, and depending on the desire of the owner, that you will be dealing with, is whether your next step is. If they call for what is called a level 5 now. Now that's a newer term. It's probably been around about 20 years or so, maybe 25. And when plastering was the only interior finish in the world that was used here in the United States, before there was really the huge drywall thing, smooth coat was smooth coat. It was smooth, it was rotted off, and it was done with brown coat plaster and finished off with lime and gauge. So now, with the onset of drywall, most times homes are drywalled, and they bring in finishers, and sometimes they're plasters. They bring in finishers who are going to feather out walls. They're going to try to make the walls perfectly smooth, and they call that level 5. Well, level 5 is just, that's the best it's ever going to be. Then you have level 4, 3, 2, and then you have just regular finished drywall. The reason that they put it in a level is, of course, the amount of time and amount of material that it's going to take the wall to make the wall perfect. And when we do that, again, it is time and money. And time equals money, Labor, time, labor, material equal money. So if you're out bidding jobs and someone says, I want it perfectly smooth, you need to understand there could be several steps before this wall is going to be perfect. And that's why they come up with, I want a level 5 smoothness. Now, level 5 smoothness, again, is there's no deviations in the wall's perfect. And then you're going to find out just how good the framers were, how good the drywall hanger was. You're going to find out how good everyone before you was, because as we discussed yesterday, every single trade in one way or another deals with what was left by the trade previous to them. So this pretty well ends the part about this, because the next step is in this place will be sanding. We'll sand it down, and from there it will be painted. They're not going for the next step to fill in the delineations and all the little things that are usually seen by the plasterer but not anybody else. They want to go ahead and go with just a basic smooth wall, not a level 5 as it's called today. And that's going to be fine for this particular facility. If it's your home, I would always recommend going for the perfect one, because if you catch a cat face or a chatter mark in your wall, it's going to bother you forever. And they're going to be there. There's no way to not get out of it. This is a wall that we did a while back. It's had a lot of things cut in it, which is really, it's very aggravating to come back and try to fix what's been done. So, you know, there was light sockets that they decided to remove after. But nevertheless, you can see from the before and after pictures on the Facebook page, and you can see what we've done here and what we've accomplished in the long run. Not only have we changed the complete look of the walls, but we've made it a cleaner environment. When this is all cleaned up and ready to be opened and everything's good to go, you're going to find that there's not as much area on the walls for allergens and dust and bacteria to live in any place inside of this gym, which is good, because there's going to be people rolling around, sweating, getting dirty, coming in and breathing, coughing, sneezing. It's going to be used for where people work out. So when it's all said and done, this is going to be, not only were the gym owners very conscious about making sure that it was a clean environment, and they were also conscious on making sure it was a very aesthetically pleasing environment. But in the long run, the more important than the aesthetic pleasing was the fact that they took the time to make sure that nothing was going to hold the dirt and dust and grime on the walls where their people, their clients, the people came here for working out, was going to be. So if you're a gym owner, if you own something like that, I advise you to contact me or a local finisher. If you don't have any idea of what next step you should take, you comment below. Or go on my Facebook page, JJB 2.0 Construction Services, and send me a message. And, you know, y'all have a great day, and I will see you soon. We're going to try to start a series about roof repairs and what you need to look for on your roof if you're going to do a self-inspection. All right, have a good day.